One, Introduction to Innovation and Technology. So, who am I? My name is Rafael De Jesus. I am a Lancaster resident. I am married, and I have a large family. My family consists of my beautiful wife, Nashia De Jesus. Between the both of us, we have 7 children, 5 girls and 2 boys. We also have a granddaughter, our mother-in-law who lives with us, and 2 Yorkshire Terriers. Their names respectively, like I said, Nashia is my wife. Our children are Angelie, Ashley, Rihanna, Destiny, Josella, Andrew, and Javis. Our granddaughter's name is Sienna. My mother-in-law's name is Arshel. Max and Penny are our 2 dogs. My wife and I met in 2011 and were married in 2014, followed by an amazing honeymoon to the Dominican Republic. Recommend that trip to anyone. I graduated from Penn State with my Bachelor's of Science degree in Information Sciences and Technology in 2008. I went back for a master's degree in Public Health Sciences in 2011, which I'm still working on. And now I'm working on a second master's here at the Pennsylvania College of Health Sciences in Healthcare Administration. This is my second semester. Yes, I consider myself a lifelong learner. I am a nerd, so anything having to do with IT is where I'm most comfortable. I do enjoy spending time with my family, and I am more of a homebody nowadays. So what do? I manage the IS Help Desk and PC technicians for UPenn Lancaster General Health here in Lancaster, Pennsylvania. Our team provides operational support services for the organization's users, partners, and patients. We're responsible for providing them with the appropriate support services needed to get them back to work as soon as possible. I have been with the organization since 2014 and have enjoyed this position immensely, as it is constantly changing. It is never the same thing day in and day out. Much of healthcare is like that, I suspect. As an IT professional in the healthcare field, my perspective of healthcare innovation encompasses not only the traditional sense of the definition, but the many underdeveloped opportunities driving initiatives to date. We'll talk about that more later. Ironically, I expected to see more on technological innovations within the articles I read. So, understanding the expectations of the course, I know I'm to participate in the class forums and post weekly responses and also my post to those forums. We also have weekly wrap-ups and reflection posts. We have 2 videos that we're submitting. One is a personal introduction, which is this one here. And another is an innovation pitch, which is coming later. We also have a critical article review and final analysis project. So that's the high overview of understanding the expectations of for me in the class. We're also supposed to define innovation. I really looked at the article, Innovation in Healthcare Delivery Systems, a Conceptual Framework. That one provided many definitions of innovation. A commonly accepted definition, innovation can be defined as the intentional introduction and application within a role, group, or organization of ideas, processes, products, or procedures new to the relevant unit of adoption designed to significantly benefit the individual, the group, or wider society. Wow, mouthful. The other definition I found interesting later on down the article was the definition provided by the UNESCO Institute. They define innovation as the implementation of a new or significantly improved product, good or service, or process, a new marketing method, or a new organizational method in business practices, workplace organization, or external relations. So within the same article, you hear these various definitions, and there's quite a bit of variability between them. We'll talk more about those in reviewing the framework. So the next thing is reviewing of frameworks for innovation. That main article gave me a lot of the traditional sense of the word of innovation. They even admit in the article that there was very little regarding healthcare innovation written on healthcare innovation. So I thought that was pretty interesting as well. Now the 5 key imperatives article was another one that some of my peers looked into, and I found that interesting as well. That actually gave me a little bit clearer picture of where healthcare is today, from my perspective anyway. The two articles are about 2 years apart, and the Innovation in Healthcare article does a phenomenal job with the overview of the various innovation definitions with focus on products, processes, or structure as the innovative drivers. Lots of details on those relationships and how they should come about. The 5 Key Imperatives article acknowledges the historical significance of the traditional definitions, so it builds upon them, but with respect to broadening those definitions to include underdeveloped opportunities in various areas. This article adds the human component, one of collaboration and sharing knowledge across multiple levels. This one, to me, when I read this article, I said, man, it sounded like a lean propaganda article, something that you can definitely use to drill in that collaboration and sharing information are really the examples of innovation within healthcare today. You're taking not only all the things that are indicative of innovation, but you're adding the human component now, saying that that's subject matter expertise, those the people that are collaborating together, sharing those ideas, discussing and vetting those ideas is really what healthcare innovation is from my perspective. Maybe I'll get a clearer definition of that within the class, but that's where I'm at now with it. Opportunities for innovation. I mean, the healthcare industry needs and standards are constantly changing. Organizations must be in a position to be dynamic with change and fluid in the delivery of services. So the author's perspectives seem to trend the period that they're written in. Obviously, when the discussions first started, very little was written. But by the time 2 years passed, because that's the 2 years between the two articles, the last article, the one written in 2012, the 5 Key Imperatives one, really did a number with showing. I mean, even the 5 Key Imperatives, there was an underlying tone connecting each one of those, and they all really focused on the collaboration and sharing of that information. In closing, innovation and technology are important as we strive to improve what we do, and understanding historical outcomes and successes as key elements essential with continuous improvement. I believe where we are today now, especially at LGH, we are at the precipice of that healthcare innovation and what possibly the new definition of what that will be in the future. So thank you for your time. It was a pleasure meeting everyone. I look forward to working with you more in class, and hopefully the video didn't bore you. Have a good night. Thank you.